What is going on, movie fans? Jacob Bartley here for Apocalypse Movies. And you might be wondering what's up with the weird background. I'm moving. Who cares about that? But I'm here to talk about Christopher Robin, the Disney movie that just came out this weekend. The Winnie the Pooh based film. And I was very much looking forward to this movie, so I'm very excited to talk about it. And I'm going to say off the bat, I'm just going to talk spoilers. If you've seen the movie, then go ahead and watch this. If you don't care about spoilers, don't watch it. Whatever you want. But there's already reviews out there, so I'm just going to talk spoilers. Just wanted to warn everybody right out the gate. Now, this is weird because I was never a big Winnie the Pooh fan growing up. Like, don't get me wrong, I watched it a lot. Everybody watched it as a kid. It was just on, and I was familiar with the characters. In pop culture, everybody knows who Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, Eeyore are. I just was it was never something that I cherished or anything like that, like a lot of people do. But when these trailers started coming out, I was like, oh my goodness, this looks so damn good. And on top of that, you have Ewan McGregor, you have Haley Atwell, the cast is amazing, and just the way the stuffed animals look, I love that they didn't do a cartoon CGI look. They went, of course there's CGI involved, but they went more of the stuffed animal look, which makes way more sense because they were Christopher Robin stuffed animals that he was imagining playing with and stuff like that. So I just thought all these ingredients looked so great. And overall, the movie is really, really good. It's not amazing. It's not one of the best movies of the year, but it's really, really good. And I left the theater with a smile on my face, and I found myself laughing a lot of times during this movie. There is some elements to it that didn't work so well for me, like some of the characters and just some of the humor in it. But it's a family film, so I guess it kind of worked for kids and families and stuff like that. But just overall, it's an enjoyable film. Look, if this film doesn't interest you at all, you don't like the trailers, you just never had any interest in it, it's probably not going to be for you. But if you've watched the trailers and you're like, oh my goodness, I want to go see that, and you just haven't really thought about it much, I think you should definitely go see it. It's very enjoyable, great time out, it has heart. Ewan McGregor is great on screen. The animals are great. I mean, the stuffed animals are so good. So it's very enjoyable. Now, I'm going to say right now, the best animal character in the movie was Eeyore. You know, the donkey who's always negative. He's a pessimist to the fullest. He was the best part of the movie. There's a lot of humor lines that are coming from Pooh and some of the other animals that I was like, it's getting old. It's not too funny. Just, stop with that joke over and over again. Every time Eeyore cracked a joke, it was incredible. The whole theater laughed the whole time. Those were my favorite parts of the movie. The jokes that Eeyore they're placed so well in the movie. And I was just really surprised. I was going into it thinking like, Pooh's going to charm me the most. Tigger's going to make me laugh the most. But it turned out to be Eeyore that both charmed me and made me laugh the most. And the other animals are really good too. Pooh, some of the conversations between Pooh and Christopher Robin as an adult are very good. And they hit home. They're very heartful. And that's where Winnie the Pooh worked well. Where the Pooh character didn't work well was some of the comedy, honestly. We know Pooh loves honey. We know Pooh likes to eat a lot. And we know Pooh is silly and clumsy. But they just kept going back to all those things time after time after time again. Yes, we know he loves honey so much, but it's just like every 5 minutes remind us, Pooh loves honey, Pooh loves honey, Pooh loves honey, Pooh's hungry, Pooh's hungry, Pooh's hungry, every 5 minutes. And that was probably my biggest negative of the film. Probably my second favorite animal in the film was Piglet. I just didn't expect to like Piglet that much. Her character wasn't comedic, but she brought comedy to it because of the nature of the character. So she's the nervous one. She's always worried. And I just thought she was funny in the way she talks to people and her voice. And I just found the Piglet character, very enjoyable to watch on screen. Very, very charming. Tigger was awesome. I loved seeing the Tigger bouncing. And the Tigger song was so cool to actually see. I didn't think they would go there unless they showed it in the trailer, but I didn't see that trailer. Tigger was awesome. But like I said, I expected to like Pooh and Tigger the most, and I ended up liking Eeyore and Piglet the most, which is really, really cool. I love being surprised by films. Aside from some of the comedy from Pooh and the repetitiveness, my other negatives are these two characters in the film, human characters, who are just straight up cartoon characters. One of them is his boss, the owner's son of the company that Christopher Robin works for. Straight up, not realistic cartoon character. Just totally hated every scene this character was in. When the stuff that he was doing, Christopher Robin was good in those scenes, but this character was terrible. And then also Christopher Robin's neighbor, the one who's like always trying to play cards with him and stuff like that. I thought those two characters were so unrealistic, so out of place. The rest of the movie felt real. The relationship between Christopher Robin and his wife, the relationship between Christopher Robin and his daughter, stressing about work, being, feeling like too much of an adult and losing that imaginativeness. All that stuff felt real, but these two characters, the boss and the neighbor, were total buffoons, total unrealistic characters, and they were my biggest negative. They're kind of the reason why, along with the repetitiveness of Pooh's comedy, why I just left like, man, this movie could have been amazing. It could have been one of the best films of the year in my top 5, and it had elements that could have put it in that area for me. But some of those negatives just really didn't work for me. Even the crowd was just silent during some of those times where they were trying to make those characters funny. And I'm telling you, the Eeyore stuff, though, had the crowd rolling. And, some of the other stuff from the other animals. And like I said, Ewan McGregor is terrific in this role. He's always terrific. But he brought what he needed to bring. He played the stressed adult very well. He played the adult rediscovering his childhood very well. Hayley Atwell is always solid. She was really good in the film. The daughter was really good, and she played a significant role in the entire film. And it wrapped up nicely. I like the conclusion and, the climax of the film. So overall, I give Christopher Robin a very positive review. I think it's very enjoyable. Like I said, if you were never interested in the first place, you're not going to be interested now. But if you were thinking about watching this movie and you want to have a good time, laugh a little bit, I think you would really enjoy this film. So that'll do it for my review on Disney's Christopher Robin. I enjoyed it. Hope you will too. Thank you for watching this. If you have seen the movie, let me know what you thought in the comment section. We truly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to Apocalypse Movies, we would really appreciate it if you did. That helps us out so much. Again, I am Jacob Bartley. Thank you for watching. Till next time, see you later.